These are recommendations. These are not rules. At this point, the state is not talking about denying anybody a PCR lab test, but the state does want test seekers to think twice about whether they really need it. Frigid temperatures cut down on the number of people at this walk-in COVID testing site at Tufts Medical Center, but on most recent days, the line here has stretched down the sidewalk as test sites across the state struggle to keep up with demand.
I think, as much as we can get tested, I think we should.
But now the state is out with new guidelines saying people should only get a PCR lab test under two conditions. One, if they have COVID symptoms such as cough or fever, or two, if they've been in close contact with someone who's already tested positive. And do you fall into one of those categories, symptoms or a close contact?
No.
Until now, many people have been getting tested because they plan to visit a vulnerable relative or travel out of state, or simply because they want peace of mind.
If we have to essentially be rationing testing because there's not enough testing available, then I think that last group of people falls into a lower category of priority.
Meanwhile, for people who've come into contact with someone who's tested positive, but who do not test positive themselves, and who've been fully vaccinated and boosted if eligible, or who've had COVID within the last 90 days, the state says those people no longer need to quarantine at home.
If you can, you should get tested after 5 days. But this all hinges, as does the CDC guidance, on wearing a mask.
Now, if on the other hand, you are not fully vaccinated, in this case, this includes people who are eligible for a booster but have not yet received one, then you need to continue to quarantine at home for 5 days, the state says, and wear a mask for 5 days after that. Live in Boston, David Munich, WCVB News Center 5.